In Unit 6 we take a closer look at the management function of control and the role that this function plays in managing quality and performance in the organization. We start off by defining organizational control and explaining the 4 steps of the control process. We specifically consider the benefit of using the balanced scorecard as a tool to manage performance and effect control in the organization. Next we look at 2 different philosophical approaches to control, the hierarchical and the decentralized. We can always see by the control measures that are implemented in an organization which one of these philosophies they subscribe to. We consider different approaches to control such as total quality management, which is underpinned by benchmarking, Six Sigma and quality partnering. We also consider the role of budgetary control, starting with the organization setting up a budget and culminating in financial control using financial analysis to determine if the organization has achieved their goals. We conclude the lesson by considering corporate governance, which provides a framework of systems, rules and practices that helps the organization to ensure accountability. In Lesson 2 we take a closer look at managing ethics and social responsibility, and it is from this vantage point that we conclude this course on the principles of business. We start off by defining ethics and noting that while there are legal standards and social standards that people comply with, many of our decisions fall in the domain of free choice, where your personal standards of ethics govern the decisions that you make. Next we take a look at some of the theoretical approaches for making ethical decisions, such as utilitarianism, individualism, the moral rights approach, as well as the justice and practical approaches. We also consider the different factors that influence a manager's ethical decision-making, such as their level of personal moral development. Of course, this ethical behavior does not occur in a vacuum, and we then took a look at the stakeholders of the organization, as it is often in balancing the interests of stakeholders that ethical dilemmas arise. From an ethical perspective, we also consider the importance of sustainability, which means that the organization not only measures the profit that they are making but also how their decisions influence the people around them and the planet. We have to acknowledge that corporate social responsibility is a discretionary activity. This means that in addition to its economic responsibility to be profitable, the organization also has a legal responsibility to obey the law. In addition, the organization has an ethical responsibility to do what is right and avoid harm, and then above this the discretionary responsibility to contribute to the community and be a good corporate citizen. In the context of this, we discuss how to create an ethical organization through ethical leadership and using the right organizational structures and systems.